If you are 55 or better and interested in the joys of learning without tests, books, or grades, the University of West Florida's Leisure Learning Society is perfect for you. The Lifelong Learning Program offers classes, activities, and events throughout the year at various locations. Here to tell us more is Society Director Mardi McDaniel. Mardi, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Well, what is the Leisure Learning Society? Tell us just a brief overview of the whole program.
Well, it is a program for folks 55 and older, and we have, as in this past semester, 82 different courses, classes, tours, activities, just about anything you'd like to learn about or experience. And one of the best parts of the whole program is just that joy of learning, and it's so important these days. But we do a lot of things, and we have a lot of fun.
Well, that's open to anybody in the whole Northwest Florida area?
It is. We encourage it to be a senior learning program, 55 and older, but we don't age discriminate.
Okay. Well, besides fun, why is it important to learn and stay active and continue to learn new things?
Well, Jeff, research has shown without any doubt that it is just as important to exercise your brain as it is to exercise your body. And one of the important things is learning something new, and that seems to create more neural connections and keeps us all healthier.
Right. Well, besides just that's a huge benefit right there. What other benefits are there to being a member of the society?
One of the best parts of it is the socialization. You get out with your peers and your cohorts, and you get to know new people. We have an awful lot of people that have lost a husband or a wife or and this is a way to get out there and get back into life and keep on learning and be active, and that's just so healthy for all of us.
Are there any costs to being a member of the society?
There are, but they are very short and, and small. It is $30 a year. And what that gets you are 3 catalogs a year. We have 3 semesters, summer, spring, and fall. And in each of those catalogs, you'll find somewhere between 50 and 85 different classes and activities. Plus, we have a lunch and learn once a month.
Now, does that also gain them access to certain facilities at the university as well?
Actually, yes. Our gym program, the fitness center, is not usually open to just the general public. But if you are a member of the Leisure Learning Society, you can get a membership into the fitness center.
And that's a huge deal right there. $30
yes.
a year, you'd never get that.
Well, but you'd have to pay the fee for the fitness center.
Right. Still, that's a great way, like you said, to exercise your body and your mind and participate. Well, give us some examples. You mentioned 82 classes here recently. Tell us a little bit about some of the past things that you've done or trips and classes, and then maybe go on into what's coming up.
Well, we did a trip to China not too long ago, a few years back, and it was just a thrill a minute. We learned about Chinese medicine and toured the hospitals there. But it was an exciting trip. I'm just going to, these are the 82 classes. I'm just going to give you an idea of the differences. We have computer classes. We had 3 different versions of climate change classes. So we do try and address current issues. Renewable energy, the facts and fiction. We had the Director of Environmental Affairs at Gulf Power talk to us about renewable energy. We had archaeology class. We're going to tour Fort Pickens and Naval Live Oaks, tour WWF here, but we also go up to things like quantum mechanics and the joy of chemistry, and especially at low temperatures. Just as you can tell, we cover the gambit. Yes.
Tell us about what you've got coming up. I know there's a monthly Lunch and Learn, so there's one around the corner.
There is. The Lunch and Learn, which will be the last one for this fiscal year because we don't do them during the summer. But Osnun is going to do it, and the title of it is Where Was Patton? And the idea is that you had Eisenhower, Marshall, Bradley, and Montgomery all there on D-Day, but where was Patton? And he was in England, but he did not physically go in with the troops in the invasion. So he actually played in Operation Overload, which was the code name for it. He probably enabled the operation to be a success, but you need to come to the Lunch and Learn to find out why.
Now, what is the date on that?
It is April 6th.
Okay,
and
now,
it will be at the Angus, but you do need a reservation.
That was where I was headed. One, do you need a reservation? And two, are the Lunch and Learns open to non-members, or do you need to be a member to go?
The Lunch and Learn all of them are open to the public.
Okay, well,
you don't need to be a member.
That's great to know. Well, tell us about some of the locations. Are they all out here on the campus, some of these classes, or...
They're all over. It's according to what we're we're going to tour the Port of Pensacola, so it would be held there. We have classes at the Bowden Building downtown on Church Street, and we have classes here at the university. We have classes at a nursery, the Garden Gate and Gulf Breeze, so they're pretty well spread across the two-county area.
And how often do you have a new group of classes? Are these by semester, or do you have summer offerings as well? We
do. We have summer classes, fall, and spring.
Great. Well, what kind of feedback do you get from the attendees? You know, you mentioned people who may have lost a spouse and the socialization, and you mentioned the joy of learning. What kind of feedback do you get from the participants?
We have some retired teachers and professors who say what a joy it is for them to be back in the classroom. It makes them feel good and sprightly, and it's just a wonderful thing. A lot of people who were really lonely have moved down here and didn't know people who join, just really enjoy the socialization and getting out with friends.
Great. So if somebody is watching the show or knows somebody that might be interested, where can they get more information about the Leisure Learning Society?
Well, you can call the Leisure Learning Society at 474-3491, and we'd be happy to send you out our catalog. We've still got about 12 classes that still are to happen on this semester, which you can still get involved in right away.
So they can just jump right in.
They can.
Well, thank you for being here. We appreciate all that you do.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you.